second part of the IIS SkillsFuture webinar series, where today's topic will be leveraging on SkillsFutureSG for individuals under 25 years old. So we previously launched the first part of our series last Friday, which is leveraging on SkillsFuture for self-development. If you're interested to watch the first part on replay, you can head down over to our YouTube page, which I'll drop the link down in the chat below. And so my name is Yusin, and I'll be your host for today's session. If you haven't already done it, right, could we trouble you to scan the QR code on the screen shown here to register your particulars? So this registration QR code is necessary for SkillsFuture Singapore's statistical reporting purposes. Mr. Teo has already dropped the registration link on the chat above too. So while you do that, I will do a quick introduction of our speaker for today. So today we are privileged to have with us Mr. Nicholas Teo, Senior SkillsFuture Advisor from E2I. He will be sharing with us an overview of SkillsFuture and the different SkillsFuture initiatives in detail, particularly for individuals under 25 years old, as well as clarifying some of the questions that you might have. Also, because we want to keep this interactive, please feel free to send in your questions down in the chat below anytime during the session, and Mr. Teo will address them along the way so we can have a more focused discussion. And without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Teo to begin his presentation. Mr. Teo, please.
Thanks, Yusin. A very good afternoon to everyone. So I think we are still waiting for some more people, right, to come in, Yusin. Are we? Or actually can just start ready lah.
Yeah, I think can.
Okay, great. Yeah. So very good afternoon once again. Yeah. So I think on call today I have about maybe about 10 of y'all. Yeah. I also just need your help very quickly to scan the QR code that you see on screen using your phones. Or you can go to the chat and then click on the link that's there. Yeah. For registration. Okay. So the link is go.gov.sg /NESFA-REG. To register yourself for today's talk. You might be wondering, hey, how come so many registration? Basically, the registration for you to go into the session by ISS, right? Yeah, sorry, IIS. Yeah, so that's a separate registration. This registration right now is actually the workshop registration that's required by SkillsFuture. They basically like to know for statistical reporting purposes, right? So for those of you who have your phones, just very quickly indicate in the registration. Okay, I also noticed that I think some of you have trouble filling in the year of birth. Some of you stated that you were born this year. Yeah. So if you have issues keying in the year of birth, the date of birth, okay, go back to the registration page. Yeah. And at the year function, right, just tap on year. Okay, tap on the year. They will allow you to select your year so that you don't have to scroll 20 years worth of months beforehand. Okay, so just need your help once again to tap on the year. Okay, in the those of you who likely those of you who are having who are using Android phones will have difficulty keying in the date of birth lah. Okay, what you need to do is take your finger, tap on the year, and they will allow you to select the year accordingly. All right. So I'll just give you all a quick minute more to to do this registration bit. Those of you who are just joining us, just need your help to scan the QR code, okay, for registration. Okay, have about 7 of you who registered. Okay, those of you who are joining us right now, just need your help to very quickly register yourselves for the workshop. Okay, right now, so what you need to do is to scan the QR code that you see on screen. You could use your phones, or you could just go to another browser and key in the link below, right? go.gov.sg /NESFA-REG to register. Yeah, the workshop code that you see, you can see it on screen also, NE-IIS hyphen 0307. All right. Yeah. So once again, SkillsFuture require this for statistical reporting purposes. It is this registration is different from the one that IIS needed you to register previously to enter this workshop. Okay, so I will just start now. Warm welcome once again to everyone. My name is Nicholas, and actually I'm representing a couple of organizations today to conduct this workshop. Okay, firstly, I am representing, of course, SkillsFuture. Yeah, SkillsFuture, that's where the content is coming from. Yeah, SkillsFuture. So the second organization I'm representing is of course People's Association. People's Association. Yeah, so part of my role involves reaching out to the RCs, the CCs to conduct this talk. Yeah, the third organization I'm representing is E2I, Employment Employability Institute. Okay, and yeah, so I also reach out to corporate organizations to share about this talk as well. So if you ask me who is my target audience, basically I would say everyone, every Singaporean who is entering the workforce, in the workforce, and maybe looking at retiring. Yeah, SkillsFuture is relevant to you. Yeah, yeah. So you might be wondering, hey, how come I'm not entitled to SkillsFuture credits? Okay, and therefore SkillsFuture might not be relevant, right? Yeah. So today I just want to share that actually that's not necessarily true. Why? Because actually SkillsFuture encompasses more than just the SkillsFuture credit. Yeah, I repeat that SkillsFuture encompasses more than just the SkillsFuture credits. Yeah, so and later I'll be sharing with you about some of the other initiatives that you can tap on for your own career development. Okay, I think many of you are right now are in the process of starting your career journey. Okay, and typically when we talk about career development, some people think about asking me to move jobs just before I enter the workforce, right? Yeah, but actually what we're referring to about career development is the fact that we need to constantly upgrade ourselves, to reskill ourselves, so that we continue to remain relevant. Yeah, so this is what the topic is all about today, leveraging on SkillsFuture for my career development. Okay, so moving forward, yeah, maybe I'll just start this segment with a quick poll. Yeah, with a quick poll. Yeah, so I just need everyone to go to the website www.menti.com and key in the code which I'll provide you shortly. All right, key in the code which I'll provide you shortly. Yeah, so on screen right now, you should be able to see the code. Yeah, so the question we are answering is this: SkillsFuture, what comes to mind? Yeah, really for me to just get an understanding of where everyone is with regards to thinking about SkillsFuture, right? Yeah, so yeah, so what I need you to do is go to menti.com and key in the code 89258. No right or wrong, just for me to understand where everyone is with regards to SkillsFuture. Okay. Thank you for your responses. Okay, so we have free classes, skills upgrading, upskilling. Yeah, so it seems that most of you are thinking about upgrading and the idea of upgrading when it comes to SkillsFuture, taking up courses. Okay, the credit. Yeah, going for classes. Okay, thank you for your responses. Keep them coming. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Any of you thinking about looking for a job when it comes to SkillsFuture? No. Okay, not to worry. Yeah. So I'm going to move on to my next poll. So you would see on your phones that something like presenter has changed slide. So I just need your help to click on go to slide. Yeah, go to slide to participate in this next poll. Okay, yeah, thank you for your responses. So it seems that quite a number of you feel that you should attend a course soon, but are not sure how to start looking for courses. Yeah, and actually some of you have already started looking for courses and already benefited from attending a course previously. So good for you. But for those of you who are not sure how to start looking for courses, not to worry, right? Because this is one of the objectives for today's session, that you would be able to start looking for the courses. All right. Yeah. Okay, start looking for courses. So later I'll be sharing with you some of the platforms that you can use. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to toggle back to my slides now. Okay. Yeah. Earlier we were asking the question, SkillsFuture, what comes to mind, right? Yeah. So at SkillsFuture, actually, this can be the whole movement of SkillsFuture can be summarized into three broad ideas: the idea of lifelong learning, skills upgrading, and career planning. So you might ask, why is there a need for career planning or skills upgrading, right? I mean, I just graduated, or I'm just about to graduate, or I'm graduating the next 2 years. I've already spent so many years of my life studying, but why is there a need to continue to study or continue to upgrade myself? Really, because the world of work is changing. Yeah. So while we are studying, actually, we see that work outside is changing, right? Yeah, what we have studied in the past may not necessarily be relevant in the future, yeah, or may not necessarily guarantee us the job that we are looking for. Okay, and that's why there's this need to constantly upgrade ourselves. Okay, so sometimes when we conduct this workshop in the marketplace, when individuals look at these changes that we are facing today, some of them get quite concerned, right, that their jobs will be affected. Okay, so at SkillsFuture, actually, we encourage them to say, now, in the midst of all these changes, actually, there are a lot of opportunities out there as well. Yeah, and it's really up to individuals to see how they can make use of these opportunities and not be too fearful about them. Okay, to look at how they can value add in their current station at work. So similarly for us, right, the underlying question that we want to ask ourselves is, with the skills that we already have from school, from all these years of studying, with the certificate that we'll likely get after graduating from uni, yeah, how else can I value add? What are some of the courses that I can take up to show my prospective employer in the future that I can value add to yeah, to whatever job that I'm going to take up. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to share with you some of the resources that are available to help us in the course, yeah, to help us pursue this value adding, yeah. So yeah, these are the 5 initiatives that belong to SkillsFuture. Okay, these are the 5 initiatives that SkillsFuture came up with to help Singaporeans upgrade themselves. Yeah, so I'm just going to cover some of them. Okay, rather I'm going to cover all the 5. Yeah, okay, and yeah, just feel free to at any stage, right, type out your questions if you have any in the chat. Okay, and I will respond to the questions periodically. All right. Now the first one is what we are, yeah, what we have probably heard about in terms of the SkillsFuture credit. Now the SkillsFuture credit will be given to you when you reach 25 years old. Okay, and this credit does not expire. Okay, this credit does not expire. Now, for those of you who are turning 25 this year, yeah, you'll be pleased to know that you would be eligible for a top up. Okay, only for this year lah. Okay, Singaporeans 25 years old, as at 31st December. Okay, so those of you who are turning 25 this year, you would get an additional top up of 500. Okay, so altogether you get 1,000 this year. Okay, if not, if you're turning 25 next year after December, you only get the first $500. Okay, now for Singaporeans who are 40 to 60 years old, and this you might see as not relevant to you, right? Okay, but this might be relevant to your parents. Okay, who are 40 to 60, they would get a one-time top up, what we call a mid-career support top up of $500. Okay, but but this final top up, right, of the $500 can only be used for a selected career transition program. Okay, what I want to bring your attention to that might be relevant to you is that there will be this set of programs called career transition programs come October. Okay, do I need to be in career transition to make use of this to go to this program? Right? Do I need to be in career transition to go for this program? The answer is I don't need to be in career transition. Okay, in order in order for me to use this $500 for your parents, they just need to be 40 to 60 to be able to use this, to be able to go for this career transition programs. Okay, what about us? If we are below 40, can I go for these programs? The answer is yes, I can go. Okay, the idea behind these programs is that they are specially curated for individuals who are planning a career switch, okay, or for individuals who are planning to acquire new skills. Okay, so these programs here are part-time programs. Okay, will be part-time programs, and you don't need to be 40 to 60 to go for them. Okay, just that if you are below 40, you don't have this extra 500 to go for this course. You have other kind of subsidies that you can use. Okay, so far I've covered the SkillsFuture credits. Now I'm going to just toggle out to show you another another subsidy that you can also use. Okay, give me a quick minute. Yeah. Okay, so on screen right now, you should be able to see this scheme that says CPF Education Scheme. Okay, CPF Education Scheme, what we call the PSEA account, Post-Secondary Education Account. So if you have graduated from the normal mainstream schools, right, you would have this PSEA account, which have some money in it. If you have completed NS, I think your first payout will be your first payout of $3,000, if I'm not wrong, yeah, will be channeled to the PSEA account also. And this PSEA account can be used to claim for quite a number of courses. Yeah. So on screen right now, you can see a list of approved institutions and programs for the use of PSEA account. So undergrad programs, your MOE modular courses, diploma programs, etc. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna share this link in the chat for you to browse, right, at your own time. Okay. Yeah. Just to highlight with regards to the PSEA account, if you don't use the PSEA account, right, come 30 years old, the money in the PSEA account will be channeled back to your CPF. Okay. Yeah, the PSEA account, post-secondary school account. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to the next initiative that I'm going to share on SkillsFuture. Okay, before that, does anyone have any questions so far with regards to either the PSEA account or the SkillsFuture credits? Everyone doing well? Yeah, if you're doing well, maybe you can give me a thumbs up on screen. Okay, I don't see your thumbs, but okay. Let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, just feel free to type out in the chat. Okay. Okay, the next initiative that I want to cover is what we call the SkillsFuture Qualification Award. Now, this qualification award is given to Singaporeans who complete courses. Okay, in this case, when you complete a WSQ diploma or a WSQ certificate. Yeah, so you would ask me, what does WSQ stand for? Okay, so WSQ stands for Workforce Skills Qualification. Yeah, and these diplomas or certificates, they differ from your polytechnic diplomas. Okay, in that they focus on skills acquisition. Okay, whereas your polytechnic diploma, for example, will grant you a place in university, right? Yeah. These diplomas are usually after university, you may want to get a specialist diploma in some aspect, right? For example, okay, and when you do so, you can get a cash award upon completion of the diplomas, the specialist diplomas. Okay, yeah. So for the specialist diplomas and the certificates, right, they usually have about 7 to 8 different modules that you need to complete. Right. Upon completion of the diplomas, you can claim for the SkillsFuture Qualification Award. Yeah, where can you do the claims? You can claim it via the Skills Connect. What we encourage you to do is you can have a conversation with the training providers to see how you can go about with the claim process. Okay, so a WSQ diploma can cost as high as $10,000. Yeah, for Singaporean and PRs who are, for Singaporean below 40 years old, you have this thing called baseline subsidies of the courses. Yeah, so the baseline subsidy is about 70%. 70%. So $10,000 cost minus 70% means I'm paying about $3,000. Yeah, at the end of it, I can get this cash award back of $1,000. So it's meant to defray some of your cost fees. Okay, yeah. So you might ask, how many times can I claim this award? Okay, there is no limit. There's no limit at this point, how many times you can claim. The limit is really on the individual, on yourself. Yeah, how many courses can you attend in a year? There are people who attend, say, January to December one course, and then June to July one course, for example. Yeah, and basically at the end of the course, after you get your certificate, you can go about claiming for this qualification award. Okay, so far, does anyone have any questions? Yeah. Okay. If not, okay, I've shared a bit about the skills, about WSQ courses. Okay, the next example is a course fee funding. It's a course fee funding from a type of course we call SkillsFuture Series course. Okay, so in this case, if you attend a SkillsFuture Series course, you would have this, the course fee will be 1,006. Okay, so I shared earlier, Singaporeans who are below 40 get 70% subsidy. Okay, above 40, I didn't share this. I skipped this slide earlier. It's 90%. Okay, and then subsequently, you can use your SkillsFuture credit to pay off the balance. Okay, so the baseline subsidy for SkillsFuture series also exists. Okay, baseline subsidy of 70%. So you might ask me now, what exactly is a SkillsFuture series course? Okay, SkillsFuture series courses are basically a list of about 800 over courses in 8 emerging areas. And these are the 8 areas. Okay, urban solutions, finance, entrepreneurship, etc. Now, the beauty about these courses is that they have it basic, intermediate, and advanced levels. Okay, so assuming yeah, you want to go into cybersecurity, but you don't know what cybersecurity is all about, and you don't want to spend more than $2,000 on a course, for example, you can sign up for a basic level cybersecurity course. Okay, and we pay about yeah, $200, for example, or maybe as low as $70. Okay, after subsidies. If you don't have credits, you can pay via your cash, okay, to go for the course. All right, yeah, and then subsequently, if you want to pursue it further, you can sign up for an intermediate or an advanced level course. Yeah, okay. So here's some examples of what the type of courses are available under the SkillsFuture series. Okay, so for example, we have data analytics. Yeah, under data analytics, we have basic level data analytics begins with me to advanced level advanced business analytics. Yeah, so it allows you to learn progressively. All right. Yeah. You will also take note that at the basic level courses, they are typically allowing individuals to get fundamental knowledge, as opposed to advanced level courses. They would expect that you already have some degree of knowledge in this area, and that you would already know where you want to apply that knowledge in. Okay. Yeah. So at this stage, are there any questions so far on whatever that I've shared? Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to type out in the chat. You might ask me right now, why should I pursue these courses? Again, right? The question, why should I pursue these courses? Once again, really because we want to try to value add, right, in our next career. Yeah, you would also notice that maybe the job market right now may be a bit soft. Okay, meaning that it may be quite difficult to land a job, for example. Yeah. So that's why we are encouraging individuals to pursue courses so that you can spend time upgrading yourself, and such that at some point of time you'll be able to communicate to your prospective employers in the future. This is a particular skill set I have. I have some experience in this area, and I hope to value add, right, in at work using this particular aspect. Okay. I forgot to cover earlier. You might ask, right, why are these courses called emerging areas? Why are these courses called emerging areas? Really because these areas are susceptible to digital transformation and technology advancement. Okay, yeah, so therefore they classify these areas as emerging. Yeah, okay. Okay, so far no questions? For people who pursue WSQ cert must be above 25 years old. Really depends on your on the training that you want to go for. Yeah, some of the WSQ courses, they have prerequisites that you need to ask the training provider for. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Shruti. Okay, you might ask right now, where can I look for the courses? Yeah, so I can look for these courses in this place called the My Skills Future portal. Okay, yeah. So for those of you who are eligible to use the SkillsFuture credit, you would be pleased to know that actually this website, right, will be a place where you can find all the courses where you can use your SkillsFuture credit. Okay, if not, actually you can use this website to browse for courses. Okay, this website also gives you industry insights on whatever sectors that you are interested in. Yeah, so very useful information for those of you who are entering the workforce, just to have an idea of what employers are looking for, what the industry is about. Yeah, okay. They also have a self-assessment tool that you can use to assess yourself in terms of 3 areas lah. Okay, your interests, your skills, and your values. Okay, after that, they will recommend to you courses that fit your profile. Okay, they will recommend to you courses that fit your profile. Okay, and even jobs as well. Okay, and of course you can use this website to look for jobs. Yeah. So I'm just going to, okay, hold on now. Yeah. Okay, so at SkillsFuture, typically we meet a lot of people who ask us, now I know that there are all these initiatives available, but I still don't really know how I can start my SkillsFuture journey, how I can pursue courses. Yeah, so at SkillsFuture, we encourage individuals to get to know yourself a bit more first in these 4 areas, in terms of your values, interests, personality, and skills. Take a step back, right, to understand yourself more in these areas, because you never know whether after answering these 4 questions, you'll be one step closer, right, to identifying a course for yourself. Yeah. Yeah. So at SkillsFuture, actually, on the website, right, personality, the idea of personality is not covered. Okay, but values, interests, and skills are covered. Yeah. I mentioned earlier, once you attempt the self-assessment tool, you will be able to look for courses as well as jobs that fit your profile. Okay, so I'm just going to toggle out to the My SkillsFuture portal and show you some of the features that are there. Okay, give me a quick minute. Yeah. Okay, so this is what the My SkillsFuture portal looks like. Okay, yeah, for those of you who may not have SingPass at this point in time, who may not have SingPass, yeah, you can use the features that are here. For example, the resources. Okay, you can look at industry insights, yeah, to find out more about the industry that you're interested in. Okay, yeah. So yeah, these are the list of the industries that are available in Singapore right now. Yeah. Okay, so for example, maybe I want to go into, let's see, Infocoms and the ICT industry. So I just need to click here. They provide me with an overview of the ICT industry. Yeah. And then if I want to find out more about the industry, I can click on find out more. And really what I want to be looking for, right, is the jobs that are available in the ICT industry, right? Yeah. So they give you a background, okay, and they give you a full list of job information in the industry, as well as occupational insights. Yeah. So for example, if you are planning, okay, so these are all the jobs that are available. If I look at, sorry, if I look at this full list of jobs. Okay. So they give you a listing of all the jobs that are available. Yeah. And they give you, of course, the pay lah. Yeah. So let's say I want to work as a network administrator, start off as a network administrator, and click in. They will give me a summary of the JD of a network administrator. So those of you who may want to write a resume, right? In the future, you may want to write your resume, prepare your resume. So this is a good information for you to use for resume crafting. roles and responsibilities. This helps you to give you an idea of what are some of the roles and responsibilities of the network administrator, right? Yeah. Okay. And some of the available positions. Okay, so they have fresh and entry level as well. Yeah. Okay, so this is one way in which you can look for job related information. Yeah. Okay, I mentioned earlier about the assessment tools. Yeah, the assessment tool can be found here under assessments, under CODA. You would need your SingPass to log in. Okay. So you need your SingPass to log in. So in this case, once you scroll down, they will let you see the 3 areas. So career interest, skills, confidence, and work values. So assuming I want to take the interest one, right? I click on take assessments. They will prompt me for my SingPass. Okay, so I just need to click on SingPass. Okay, so I'm using my SingPass mobile to log in. Yeah, just very quickly show it to you. Okay, so once you have logged in using your SingPass, you'll be channeled to your own SkillsFuture page. In this case, my name is reflected here, Nicholas. My credit balance is 0 because I already used up my credits. Yeah, and I've already taken the test. Yeah, so my results are saved according to my SingPass. Okay, so if I want to retake the test, I can click the center button. If not, I can click on view results. Okay, and my results are here. Okay, to find job related information, I click here and they will give me a list of jobs that yeah, I kind of like qualify for or related to my profile, right? To find courses that are relevant to me, I just need to click on any of the profiles and they will show me the related courses that I can attend. Yeah, and of course, these are usually typically short courses, typically short courses, most of the time. All right. Yeah, so this is one way in which individuals can look for courses. Yeah, the other way, of course, is I can browse for courses directly. Okay, and the courses that are typically heavily subsidized are the SkillsFuture series ones. So you have your baseline subsidy of 70% for those of you who are below 40. Right? So if I'm interested in data analytics, for example, okay, I would click in here, SkillsFuture series, data analytics. So I'm able to see there are 612 courses under SkillsFuture series data analytics. Now the search, right, will differ if I just search data analytics. Okay, so for example, if I just search data analytics, I would be able to see there's actually about maybe 3,000 over courses. Yeah. Now, what's the difference? The difference is that this, if I just search data analytics, right, not all the data analytics courses here have the baseline subsidies for me. Yeah, the baseline subsidy is of course up to 70%. Yeah, and down here I can see for $2,000 cost, the subsidies available is 70%. In this case, I pay only 855. If let's say I don't want to pay more than 500 on the cost, right, I just need to use the filter function on the left, okay, to scroll down to 500. Okay, and they will generate for me all the courses that are below 500 now. Okay. Yeah. So you would see here, what's the and maybe you ask me, right? What's the difference between the courses which has full fee and net fee? Yeah, why some have, why some don't have? Basically, the ones that don't have, typically they don't have the baseline subsidy. All right. Yeah, but the ones that have, have the baseline subsidy lah. Okay, but just to be sure, what we encourage you to do is to contact the training provider. Most of the time when it's a SkillsFuture series, SFS, you see, they will have the baseline subsidy. Why is it not reflected here, the net fee? It could be because it's not updated. Okay, yeah. So if let's say I'm really interested in the course, I just need to click in. Okay, and I need to contact the course contact person. So this is the person who will tell me exactly how much I need to pay based on my profile. Right? Yeah. Okay, so for those of you who have credits in the future, what you need to do is once you get the invoice, okay, once you get the invoice, the invoice will usually include the full fee, okay, minus whatever subsidies that you're entitled for, and then include the net fee. Okay, what you need to do is to click on the claim SkillsFuture credit, and then you can enter your payment details accordingly. Once you click submit, SkillsFuture will pay from your account to the training provider. So this is how the claim process works. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The other interesting tool in the portal, in the website, is what we call the Skills Passport. Okay. So in the Skills Passport, it would usually include all the certificates of the courses that you have attended to before. Okay. So most of the time, the mainstream courses, right? Would be, or courses under SkillsFuture, under the SkillsFuture website, for example, will be included here. The certificates that you achieve, that you get at the end of the course. Okay. Private institutions may or may not have the certificates. Okay. So then you would have to upload it yourselves. So I'm just waiting for my certs to upload. So you can see here in 2020, these are the 3 courses that I've attended so far. Yeah. And then my basic education, my degree is here. Yeah. And then my basic education is here. Yeah. So this was with a private institution, so it's not up. I uploaded it myself. Yeah. But the rest, because it's considered mainstream education, they uploaded it for me. Okay. So this is another tool that you can also use. Okay, on the SkillsFuture website. Okay. So at this stage, are there any questions for me? You guys very silent. Yeah. Are you all doing well? Just feel free to type down any questions if you have. Okay, if not, actually, I'm coming to the end of my presentation. Yeah. So if you're still wondering, how can I start my SkillsFuture journey? Okay, if you're still wondering how can I start my SkillsFuture journey, I can start by going to look for SkillsFuture series related courses. Yeah. Why? Because they have the courses at basic, intermediate, and advanced levels. It allows individuals to pursue your own interests. Okay, pursue your own interests. Yeah. And develop your interests further. Yeah. Okay, so these are the 2 things which I've covered today. Firstly, what are the resources for my self-development? So resources for self-development, of course, I'm referring to SkillsFuture related resources and PSEA account, by CPF. Okay, how can I start my SkillsFuture journey? I can start by going to the website to look at the self-assessment tool, or I can start by looking at SkillsFuture series related courses, okay, to see whether it's relevant to me. Yeah, so these are the 2 things which I've covered. Yeah. Okay, and if there's no further questions, I leave you with a quote: "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Hope that you all can take a step towards your own upgrading. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Continuous learning in a sense. Okay. Okay. And more interested in predictive data analytics and demand forecasting e-commerce business. Any recommendations? Yeah. So okay, so for this question, once again, go to the My SkillsFuture portal, right, and look for the courses. Okay, so let me just try. So on screen, you can type predictive. Okay, I'm assuming it's for maintenance. Yeah, or for e-commerce, is it? Yeah. So this is one course that's available. Okay, so yeah, so the way to go about searching for courses, of course, is to type down under courses. Yeah, so very good if you have specific courses that you're looking for, you can just use the My SkillsFuture portal to type. Okay, and you'll be able to see what's the cost fee, etc. All right. Okay. So just now earlier, I was sharing with you all about the resources under industry insights, right? Okay, SkillsFuture, maybe just to, since I have a bit more time, SkillsFuture also has another website called just SkillsFuture. Okay, this one, it has the My SkillsFuture Insight. Okay, so it allows you to use your own account, right, to search for relevant details, etc. Now, the other website that's available is just called SkillsFuture. It's just called SkillsFuture. And there are, so what's the difference, right, between earlier the SkillsFuture, My SkillsFuture, and just the SkillsFuture? So these are all the initiatives under SkillsFuture. Okay, this website has all the initiatives under SkillsFuture. And actually what I want to share with you guys is the skills frameworks. Okay, yeah, the skills frameworks. Now, the skills frameworks also include detailed information, okay, as to what are so what are the sectors and the jobs that are relevant to the sectors. So just now I talked about infocom technology, right? And you also saw information relating to the infocom technology, okay, down to very specific details as to the job description, etc. Yeah. So this is another consolidation of all the jobs that are available in the sector. Let me just give you an example. Maybe let me take let's see, electronics. Maybe I take healthcare. Okay. So in the healthcare sector, okay, and these are familiar. This is the same across all the different sectors. They will include sector information, career pathways, occupation and jobs, emerging skills, and training programs. So this is another way that individuals can, another resource that individuals can use to plan for your own career development. It gives you an idea of what are the respective pathways available, okay, and what are the jobs, what are the skill sets individuals require. So assuming, let's say you want to start off as a junior executive and you want to be promoted to a managerial level, say in 4 years or 3 years or 2 years, yeah. They specify for you what are the skill sets that a manager have as opposed to a senior executive and a junior executive, yeah. Okay, and they tell you what are the courses to attend as well. Okay, so for the healthcare sector, okay, these are some of the documents that you can upload. Okay, this is an overview of the sector. So assuming you want to go into occupational therapy, they tell you what is the career track of an occupational therapist. Okay. Some of the job roles in the occupational therapy. Yeah. 56. Okay. So you can see here actually is an overview of what an occupational therapist would expect. Okay, in terms of their job role. Okay. And once again, you can use this to write your own JD. You can use this to also evaluate yourself in terms of whether you can do the job or not. Yeah. What are some of the keywords to use for your what are some of the keywords you should use, right, in terms of crafting your own resume or even preparing for your interview in the future. Okay. They tell you what are some of the technical skills and competencies, and you can map these technical skills and competencies in here. Yeah, occupational therapy, they tell you yeah. For example, you want to be occupational therapist, right? Okay, what are the courses available for you to attend? It also can be found on this website. Okay, so I saw some questions. Roy was asking, where can I find this again? Okay, so Roy, let me just take you through. Go to this website called Skills Frameworks. Okay, scroll all the way down to see all the sectors available. Choose your sector. Okay, once you choose a sector, in this case, anything, healthcare, you click into healthcare, they will channel you to this summary page. Okay, and there are documents that you can download to find this information. Okay, typically when we do this talk for corporate organizations for HR, we also refer them to this website to ask them to craft their competency frameworks, for example. All right. Okay. So they give you an idea of what For example, if you are a new entrant, training programs for new entrants, okay, occupational therapy, they provide you with a list of courses that you can go for. Okay, in this case, this is a Bachelor of Science, but if you are planning to explore further, then you look for in-service personnel. Courses for in-service personnel, senior occupational therapists. Okay, so in this case, this training provider is HMI Institute. Okay, yeah. At this stage, any questions for me? Okay, so I have a question from Xiang Yun. May I also clarify what happens if you use the $500, you still want to take up more courses? Okay, so the $500 right now are just one-time off payment. Okay, if you're looking for more subsidies for you, actually, okay, something else to share. Okay, I'm not sure whether you all have heard of this thing called UTAP. Okay, Union Training Assistance Program. Okay, so if you sign up as an NTUC member, if you sign up for NTUC member, you get $250 a year to go for courses. Okay, $250 a year to go for courses. It can help you subsidize 50% of your unfunded course fee. All right, so assuming this is an illustration, assuming you sign up for a WSQ certificate in workplace safety health, the full fee costs $2,006 minus off whatever 70% or 90% that you're entitled for. Okay, then the remainder 260 is your unfunded course fee. Okay, from the UTAP, you can claim half of it. Okay, and pay off whatever balance in cash, or you can use your SkillsFuture credit if you have lah. Okay, this is another subsidy that you that is available. But to apply for NTUC membership, right, you need to pay $9 per month. Okay, and then you have this silver card lah. Okay, so give you some examples of some of the courses that are available under UTAP. Okay, those of you who want to go for driving, take up driving, you can take up driving using UTAP. Class 3 license. Okay, yeah, using UTAP. If not, if you want to go for, just now I had e-commerce, right? Yeah, there are e-commerce courses in here as well. You can also use your ETAP. Okay, yeah. And if you can see, I'm just going to give you all an example, right, of all the courses, all the training providers that UTAP supports. You can see actually it's quite a wide range lah. Your driving center is here. Those of you who want to explore part-time driving in the meantime, yeah, can look at that. Yeah, so Institute of Blockchain in Singapore, I think this might interest some of you. Blockchain and cryptocurrency primer course. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at administrative and support services. Just to give you all a view of some of the courses that are being supported. Okay, they have modular certificate courses that are provided by your by NYP. Okay, modular certificate. So modular certificates are very good in a sense where you can use it to evaluate, or rather, you use it to further enhance your own qualifications lah. Right. Okay. Financial accounting, customer relationship, logistics management. So it's really a wide range of courses that are available. All right. Yes, could you have this link to the page? Yes, you can. So I'm just going to copy the link down for you. Okay. Yeah. So once you click on the link, you just need to scroll down to see the list of available courses. All right. Yeah. Okay, so I've come to the end of today's session. Thank you all for your time. I think Yusing has some feedback thing that she needs you to actually do. Okay, so maybe I'll just toggle, or rather I'll just hand my time over back to Yusing. Thanks, Yusing.
Right.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
I think for those who are streaming in, right, could you register for the workshop? Yeah, down below, like the link here.
Yeah. Yeah. Those of you who just came, who came later, yeah. If you have not registered for the workshop, just need your help to scan the QR code and register accordingly, lah. Can thanks. Yeah. Maybe you can just give them about 3 minutes, lah. Then you can do your feedback also.
Okay, before you go, right, let's thank Mr. Teo for this very insightful demonstration and information. So we hope that everyone has learned a little something and gotten a better idea of how to navigate the different resources by SkillsFuture. Before you go, please fill out this feedback form by clicking onto the link that I'll show. I'll send the chat box. Sorry, Mr. Teo, can you allow the share screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can also scan the QR code down here to fill out the feedback form. And also, if you found this talk beneficial, do share it with your friends or anyone that you might think would benefit from part 3, which is actually the final part of our SkillsFuture series. It's tackling self-employed persons on the 17th of July. So like today, the session on 17th July would aims to provide a more focused discussion for those self-employed who are looking for opportunities to utilize SkillsFuture resources. We'll leave the screen on for another 3 more minutes to scan and fill out the forms. So once again, thank you for attending today's session, and we hope to see you at future webinars.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.